Pamplemousse, ou à la salle de bain. Mon pantalon, c'est froid. Je bois de l'eau et une bibliothèque. Ananas, mon ami. For those of you who don't speak French, I just said, my name is Sean McLaren. Thanks for coming out. And happy International Sleep with a Comedian Day. I hope you're all celebrating. It's actually International Australian Day, but fuck those guys. They're like the world's homeless. And they got those sexy accents. Sons of bitches. G'day, mate. Fuck you guys. Make another Crocodile Dundee movie and call me. See how that goes. The other day I got a text message from a friend. She does promotions here in town, and she's a cool lady, and she was doing something over at the nightclub, or the fight club as I like to call it. And she was doing this bikini contest. And she sends me this text, and she's like, how does $100 and free drink sound to host this bikini contest? And I was just like, fine, I guess. I'll see what I'm doing that night. But at that moment I was like, I wish I could text my 16-year-old self and be like, dude, check this out. Seriously. And then my 16-year-old self would be like, seriously, no way. That's super cool. I can't wait to kiss a girl. And I asked her for a beer, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. Cheers. Or, as we say in France, pomme de terre. So, I wish I could go further with it though. I wish I could hop in my DeLorean and my time machine and like travel back and pick up my 16-year-old self and be like, dude, we're going to this bikini contest. You're gonna see some boobies. And my 16-year-old self would be, seriously, that is so awesome. Can I bring my puffer? No, don't bring the fucking puffer. The puffer never worked for you, don't. So, I bring my 16-year-old son to this bikini contest, homemade bikini contest, by the way, over at the nightclub. And I'm really, really glad I didn't, because I could have turned my 16-year-old self off to women entirely if I brought him. No. It was, yeah, the nightclub, I know, a place of class and of course of quality product. Just look over at Diamonds. Why, our finest gentleman's club in town. Yeah, right, they have Diamonds Amateur Night on Wednesdays. What do the amateurs look like? Jesus. Up to the stage, here comes Hoppy McGee. To a polka song. Anyways, no, so I'm really glad because that was awful last night, and I realized that if this whole stand-up comedy thing, or if this fucking radio thing doesn't work out for me, I would be a killer strip club DJ, because half the strippers from Diamonds came and got in the competition, and they were using their real names, like, up to the stage right now, clap your hands for Jersey. Her bikini's made out of daddy issues. And meth. They had caution tape all over them, and I'm just like, caution, herpes. That's what that's for.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. The other thing I realized the other day, you know, okay, you ever go to a wedding, and you're wearing your suit, or your dress, or whatever, and your drunk self decides to leave your sober self $40 in the pocket? Right? Like, you're like, oh, fuck, I have $40 left. I don't know what to do with it. I already bought weed, okay? Oh, leave it in here. So the next time sober guy puts on a suit, then he'll find $40. So then you're sober, and the next time you put on the suit, you throw it on, and there's $40, and you're like, ah, oh, drunk guy, you're awesome. I am gonna do something nice for you, drunk guy. Drunk guy, I don't want him to die. Which, by the way, don't drink and drive tonight. That was my segue. I didn't fuck that up. I planned it. I promise.
Smoke and fly.
Yes, exactly. I like this chick. You're berets, but you must have understood the French I was speaking. Obviously. You're gonna translate next time. So anyways, I'm deciding, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna do something nice for drunk dad. So I grab my phone, I grab my credit card, and I decided to order myself a pizza for 2 o'clock in the morning. Prepaid. Because I know drunk guy's gonna show up and he's gonna be hungry and he might burn down the house, but when he gets there and there's a knock on the door and the pizza guy shows up and he's like, don't worry, it's already paid for. And drunk guy's like, you know, you're right, I'm not allowed to have a credit card. Sober guy says so. And then drunk guy sits down and opens up the pizza and he sees this note on top of the pizza and it says, Dear drunk guy, thanks for the 40 bucks, but unfortunately, you can't give away herpes. But you can, because you gave it to me, drunk guy. Sincerely, sober guy. You're a dick. That never happened, but that could happen. Herpes. I once thought I had herpes, and then I went to the doctor, and he's like, dude, you have a razor burn. I'm like, thank you, doc. Awesome. I will use a better razor next time. Thinking about, I love this town. Anybody from out of like town in the suburbs? Anybody from like Chelmsford or like Onaping or anything like that? Azilda Rocks. Anybody from Dowling? Anmare. Did you drive here on your ski? Good morning, Fucking dude, you just flew here, eh? Just like fucking flew with your mullet flipping in the wind, brah. Just Coors Light, Motley Crue. My favorite town is Chelmsford, though. I love Chelmsford. Chelmsford's one of those beautiful towns where like everything stays the same. You know, it remains exactly the same. Like even the population doesn't change in Chelmsford. You know, it stays 100% even keel because you know when a girl gets pregnant, a guy leaves town. It's just even keel. But I love this town, and I would like to see some new leadership in this town. Not that I don't like Miss Mary Ann Matchuk, but I'm a big fan of the idea of getting a new mayor. And I think that our new mayor should be someone with charisma and strength and charm. Sean McLaren, yes, but Sean McLaren has too many drug charges that will come up at some point in his life. But I think Christopher Walken should take over. I think if Christopher Walken was going to take over as mayor, this would be a quick impression of what his inaugural speech would sound like. Hello, my fellow Sudburyites.
Oh no!
Christopher Walken here, your new mayor. Well, I tell you now, there's going to be some sweeping changes, especially in the downtown core. First, we're going to release lions in Memorial Park to get rid of the riffraff. And then those kids over at the YMCA have a really nice petting zoo. And then we're gonna teach those homeless guys how to juggle and walk on stilts. Because they should be doing something more than smoking crack and giving hand jobs with their hands. And all the hookers, we're gonna give them pogo sticks and teach them how to make balloon animals. And every Friday night we're gonna have a circus and we're gonna put Rick Bartolucci inside of a cannon. We're gonna shoot him right off of those tracks and all the way into Tom Davies Square into that pool that they drained for some stupid reason. And if he can land through the tube and onto Miss Mary Ann Matchuk, then it's free ice cream for everybody. And for Inco, because I'm on for Inco, I know who runs it. They say it's Brazilians, but I know with that huge smokestack. It's Dr. Claw. Dr. Claw is in charge of Inco. He's plotting against you, fine folks. We're gonna find him. He's sitting there in his mountain lair saying, I'll get you, Sudbury. Next time. Next time. For the purpose of the joke, just imagine that I'm petting a pussy. Just imagine. Whichever one you want, it's up to you. It's your decision. My roommate comes up to me the other day and he's like, yo, dude, did you hear about this? You probably heard about this. This is my last joke, but he said, you probably heard about this, that your chief decided to eat something. So no more, I don't know more. I'm like, what are you talking about, my chief? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm native. Oh, I totally forgot. Because I just found out. I just recently found out that I'm a native. What, no native people? Come on, give a round of applause for natives, please. You guys are a bunch of jerks. But anyways, I found out that I'm native, and because my dad did some, yeah, well, that's racist. We don't do that. We don't. Well, you can. You're native too? Awesome. Let's go get something tax-free later. Be awesome. We can touch cards together. Native status cards, unite! And turn into this big giant robot. But no, I just found out, and it's very cool, and it's super cool, but it was one of those things where I'm like, Mom, Dad, you probably should have told me before you paid for my university. Jeez, we could have got that shit for free. What am I going to take now? Underwater basket weaving? Although I might. So then I realized, I'm like, I should have seen it coming. I had all the signs, you know, I had all the symptoms, I suppose, of being native. Like, I don't know, I love bus depots, and I love bingo. Sometimes if I'm walking through the bus depot, I just randomly yell out, B7! I just can't help it. I always had a weird mistrust for the white man. I never trusted you shady motherfuckers. I knew something was up. So I got my card, which is awesome. I got my native status card, and I'm stoked. And I'm coming back from Toronto, and I normally order a double-double, but I stop at the Licks and the Tim Hortons near Perry Sound. And I go up to the counter and I pull up my card and I'm like, I'll have a mocha, please. And she's like, yes sir, no problem, that'll be $1.92. I'm like, no. See the card? It's $1.63, I've done the math, okay? I know that's how much it costs. No sir, you have to pay HST here at Tim Hortons. And I said, well, we're shutting down the highway. I guess if that's what he wants, let's do this. Oka for mocha, bitches. Danny, I'm gonna finish off just doing this. Hold on one second. Danny came up to me and he's like, yo, you gotta do this joke. Please just fucking do this joke and this is all you're gonna get. Just try it. Just do it. Just do it. Oh, feels so good. Feels so good. Only me and Danny got that one.